Tonight's story is called Pluto, the Little Planet Who Dreamed Big. Once upon a time, far away in the quiet corners of the universe, there lived a tiny, round planet named Pluto. Pluto was small, very small, so small, in fact, that the other big planets in the solar system didn't think he was a real planet anymore. "You're just a dwarf planet," said Jupiter with a booming voice. "You're way too far and much too tiny," said Saturn, spinning proudly with her rings. Pluto didn't like being called small. It made him feel like he didn't belong. Some nights, he would drift quietly through space, wondering, am I enough, just the way I am? One evening, as Pluto floated through the cold night sky, he met a tiny comet named Coco. Coco had a glowing tail and a warm smile. "Why so quiet, Pluto?" she asked. Pluto sighed. "I'm not like the others. I'm not big, I'm not important, I'm just small." Coco giggled gently, twirling in space. "But small doesn't mean unimportant," she said. "Stars are huge, but they burn out. You're small, but you shine quietly, and you're still here." Pluto blinked his icy eyes. "I am," he whispered. "You are," said Coco. "You have moons, you spin your own way, and do you know what's really special?" "What?" Pluto asked, leaning closer. "You're the only Pluto in the whole universe." And with that, Coco zipped away in a trail of silver stardust. Pluto stayed still for a moment. He looked at the dark sky, at the twinkling stars, and at his tiny moons that danced around him. Maybe being small wasn't so bad. Maybe he was perfect just the way he was. And from that night on, whenever Pluto started to feel a little bit lonely, he remembered Coco's words. "You're the only Pluto in the whole universe." And that made him smile. Good night, little dreamers. Sleep tight, and remember, no matter how big or small you are, you matter, just like Pluto. Thanks for visiting MaybePluto, where stories are 28% reality and 72% Pluto.